Welcome back. We got one more event for you tonight. This in the super middleweight division, 8-rounder.
Gyorgy, Marosi.
Well, party time! He's a 35-year-old Hungarian, this guy. He was unbeaten after turning pro up to his meeting with Ünsal Arik, who KO'd him in the first round. I think he's really recovered. He's lost 4 more since that meeting in November last year. And interspersed with a couple of wins against Gabo Balok, who he KO'd in 1 after a points win. That is the record of this man here. It was in London, where Ünsal Arik was at the York Hall in Bethnal Green, where he was taken out there.
Sein Gegner kommt aus Regensburg. Begleiten Sie in die blaue Ecke Ünsal Arik.
So here he is, Ünsal Arik, a 31-year-old German super middleweight who's been somewhat busy since his pro debut in May of 2011. In just over a year, he's fought 15 times. He lost his first fight, but he's won every one since, stopping every single opponent. Now, the opponent quality has been varied from the journeyman to the odd or hopeless case, but he did KO the experienced Thomas Hengstberger to win a national title in his 7th fight. That was the biggest career victory. Perhaps could have been over a previously unbeaten Benson Mwakembe to win a version of the European title. It was the IBF East-West European title, and just adds another to his collection. So he's been pretty busy. 15 fights in 14 months. He's obviously taking it seriously.
Yeah, it's not bad going, is it? Busy boxers are the best boxers, as they say. Arik certainly he's done the rounds.
Der Kämpfer in der roten Ecke wurde geboren am 7. März 1977. Er ist 1,82 Meter groß und wiegt 75,8 Kilogramm. Er bestritt bisher 20 Kämpfe, 15 davon siegreich, 9-mal durch K.O. Er ist ungarischer Meister der Profiboxer. In der roten Ecke aus Ungarn, Gyorgy, Marosi.
Well, he was a late call for this fight, but he looks in decent enough condition.
Der Kämpfer in der blauen Ecke wurde geboren am 27. Oktober 1980. Er ist 1,81 Meter groß und brachte beim Wiegen 76,1 Kilogramm auf die Waage. Er bestritt bisher 15 Kämpfe, 14 davon siegreich. Keiner seiner Gegner, die
It's almost as if they have this particular stable of boxers. They find these guys, realize that they might be half decent, and then they work them almost half to death.
But as a boxer, Tim, that's what you prefer. You prefer to box regular at the end of the day.
Well,
you're just going to perform better if you box him on a regular basis, and that's what this fella's done, Arik.
Gegen Arik. Der Ring gehört euch.
So this then an 8-round super middleweight contest. What type of opponent is Marosi going to be? Because Arik, again, going by his record, this guy does not like to hang around in there. I was just looking at a few of the quotes on the eve. Wants to come in. He's got a plan, he said. A clear plan of progression. Well, they all have until they lose one, but he seems to be fairly setting his path towards one of the more upmarket versions of a European title, but you feel he might have a bit of a way to go yet before that. But this is the guy that he's got to beat. You can only beat what's in front of you.
It looks a little bit of weight difference here, Tim, I have to say. Yeah, Marosi looks a lot heavier than his opponent.
Again, leading in, just using his elbow there, being told by the referee, who clearly saw it. That was a good short left hook then from Arik.
Well, first impressions of Marosi, he seems a very, very light puncher indeed. Certainly doesn't punch his weight, and I think Arik is he's sensing that. He's took a couple of shots and no effect at all. Marosi seems a very light puncher indeed.
Yes, unsurprising he didn't last too long when he was in with Macronelli. That's for sure. That looks like a mismatch even now. And he's getting on in years at 35. How much fight is left in him? We'll find out here. It's been quite a sprightly opening round from Ünsal Arik in the black trunks. Good hook to the body again there.
Yeah, and his opponent showed him some weakness there. Marosi actually just winced in pain, and Arik just missed that. He should have jumped on him there.
Well, early signs not too great about Gyorgy Marosi, but Arik actually bounces back to his corner. Again, it's a strange decision, isn't it, to have, we're almost at the midway point, later part of September, to have an open-air show.
Well, without a canopy, that's what I find very, very strange indeed. Maybe someone just forgot to have a look at the old weather forecast, because looking at the clouds that are above us, then I think we certainly should have had a canopy over the ring.
Again, he's literally pawing at his man. There's no power, there's nothing in these punches from Marosi. And this now is down to really how much Ünsal Arik wants to end this, and end this quickly. He's got everything within his power to just deal with this man. Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Well, he winced in pain when he took one in the first round, and I don't think he's going to get up from that. Well, he is. Yes, he is.
Yeah, a little right hook downstairs from Arik. That wasn't a bad shot. Yeah, I think you've hit it on the head, Tim. I think it's how long that Arik wants this contest to go on for, to be quite honest. How much of a workout does he want? Because Marosi, very, very light puncher, and shown signs of distress there with those body shots. So it's how much and how quick Arik wants to get this one over.
And he's let him a bit off the hook, really. Thrown nothing of significance since that body shot put Marosi down.
I'll tell you what, Tim, there's a distinct likeness between Marosi and the referee. They look like father and son.
Good combination again, good hand speed from Ünsal Arik. Well, it's strange because you wouldn't have thought that he wanted to be in there for too much longer, really, because he's in, or been in, almost permanent employment, as we said, since he turned pro. Ünsal Arik just over 14 months ago. There we go, there's that hook to the body. Switches to the right hand, there goes the left hook again. But he's a bit more mobile, Marosi, where he was in there, trying to get out the way of those shots.
Yeah, all he needs to do here, Arik, is just a switch of attack. Start with the head and then just switch downstairs. Maybe the left jab upstairs to the head, and then either the right uppercut, finish on the left hook to the body would do the trick here.
And again, sinks that hook into the fleshy part of the middle of Marosi's torso, and he's survived a round when at one point it looked as if he wasn't going to do so.
Yeah, some good work to the body. There's that right uppercut. Long right uppercut there to the body from Arik, that was good. Also here, just switches to the head. The two-punch combination. And they don't look too enthusiastic in that corner.
Yeah, I don't think this is going on an awful lot wrong. He's clearly in pain.
Ringfrei, Runde 3. Box.
And I'd love to have understood the instruction there from his corner. And look at Arik now, really going for it. I think Dave said, listen, get this fella out of there. And,
seconds away from a stoppage, and there it is. Blistering end to that fight. You know, and I mean, again, you know, people say, yeah, but it's only what you could expect. But, you know, he's got to look good in doing it, and people will look at that and think, you know, I'll watch him again, or, you know, he gets a generous applause for that as well.
I think his corner must have said to him, look, this guy shouldn't be in with you. It's making you look bad if you go any longer with him. So let's get him out of there. And that's exactly what he's just done. So you can only beat what's put in front of you. And he finished him off very well. There did Arik. Kept the punches going. Sustained attack. Head to body. Pinned his man in the corner and just kept it going and wouldn't let him off the hook, and brought him to his knees. Just kept it going, didn't he? Just walking forward, body and head, left hook's going in, right hands, switches to the head with one shot here coming up. There it is there, just to finish him off.
Yeah, 3 hooks to the body, really
yeah.
painful shots they were. So he's going to get the official decision before we will bow out with our coverage here tonight, which has been odd at times. But we will get Kretschmann and Timo Hoffmann back in the ring in Halle in December after the fight was called off when it started to rain. But it was a good night, though, for Erkin Tepe. In the end, he came through a really tough examination of his credentials, recovering from a knockdown as well against this guy here, Gabenga Alukan. He was all smiles at the start, Tepe, but I tell you what, midway through when he sank to his knees, one of those big shots of bang, bang Alukan, things were looking a little bit different. But he'd done enough in the first 5 rounds. We thought it was a 10-rounder, but it shrunk to 8. And that was just enough. Had it gone 10, he might have been in a bit of trouble. Kretschmann and Hoffmann, it didn't last long. Not a lot to choose between the two of them. Up until the fight being called off due to rain in the ring and Kretschmann sliding all over the place. They decided that for safety, it would be better if they stopped it. So plenty more boxing to come over the course of the coming weeks. Tuesday nights, of course, and coming up on the next 3 Fridays, there is more live boxing from around Europe. So I hope you can join us for some of that. For the moment, though, hope you've enjoyed this, despite the fact we had an early finish ourselves. But till next time, from Richie Woodall, from me, Tim Cable. Till then, bye-bye for now.